Pokusevski out top. He'll shoot it from out there. Giddy going to the hoop. Nope. Rebound all Boston. And then Giddy gets a hand in there.
Giddy goes to the floater. Triple doubles in back-to-back appearances at Madison Square Garden for Giddy. Second player to ever do that in his first 2 trips to New York. The other, Wilt Chamberlain, that Jaylen Brown didn't play in. They needed something, and Tatum just recognized the situation and said, I got this.
Showing a little bit of everything from 3, and of course that last play for him getting to the paint.
The rookie Williams just under 19% from three-point range on limited attempts.
And his improvement this year has really been in the mid-range, shooting more from the mid-range and being more effective.
And it was funny when we met with Joe Mazzulla, I hadn't seen anything officially yet, so I said, is Jaylen playing? And he looked at me like, what? What do you mean?
Well, look, Boston's had some good looks thus far, just not able to capitalize. You have to expect they'll start to knock some things down on the offensive end.
And there it is on cue, as if you knew. As we hit the midway point of this first quarter, SGA looking inside for Williams. Brown got that figures to get even more so the case when Chet Holmgren can play next year.
There was really nothing there. He made something out of nothing.
Brown tried to get it over Pokusevski, could not. He got a fingertip on it. SGA, they get a lot of corner threes. They get those paint points, as you mentioned, #1 in the league. A lot in transition, so easy baskets, but not the easy points from the free throw line, at least not. Starting Jaylen Williams tonight for just the 3rd time this season. He's got 9 first quarter points. Horford to a cutting Brown, goes to the reverse, and good. Derek White in for the Celtics, acquired at the trade deadline last February. Brown will finish the play. But in a bit of a shooting slump, 2 of his last 12 from three-point range as that one went up.
And Boston 1 for 8 from the three-point line thus far.
Cornette. They just don't hit them at that higher rate, but those are the kinds of shots that coaches covet.
Hey, 3D told me you miss every shot you don't take.
White didn't miss that one.
Of the game at that time was pretty awe-inspiring, but you know, I was still trying to find my way, and obviously things didn't happen the way I would hope.
That's kind of my interpretation of it. He did it, you know, he's Grant Hill, so he did it with a smile on his face.
Oh, absolutely.
But it may have been slightly mean-spirited.
I just want to say, first of all, we are lucky. Jamal Crawford, my last.
That's kind of my interpretation of it. He did it, you know, he's Grant Hill, so he did it with a smile on his face.
Oh, absolutely.
But it may have been slightly mean-spirited.
I just want to say, first of all, we are lucky. Jamal Crawford, my last.
Versus the finals work, or do you get it just excited as the players? Like, this is my playoffs.
That is a little bit of a concern. It is early, and obviously you mentioned not having Robert Williams III. It's really interesting how the season can flip like that, and obviously they understand what it takes and they have the personnel, but just haven't quite figured it out.
Isaiah Joe lost it midair. Jaylen Brown comes back to Tatum, who punches it home.
Well, he has definitely found his value here in Boston. So important to their success.
If you're just with us, OKC has led the Celtics by as many as 10.
I saw Dennis over there smiling.
Gilgeous-Alexander hounded by Brown, sticks with it. Used every inch of that 6'6" frame. Tatum can't finish, wanted a foul. Pokusevski will handle. That's thrown away. Clear sailing for Jaylen Brown, who used every inch of that 6'6" frame. Tatum can't finish, wanted a foul. Pokusevski will handle. That's thrown away. Clear sailing for Jaylen Brown, who decides to lay it up.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I'm not sure I have either. 12 points, 3 boards and assists for Williams. Giddy now has 8. And the clock has finally started. Brown collects. Brown past Williams, up and in.
It's like an offensive foul. Brown's right arm.
Now enjoy their largest lead of the game here, as Giddy tries to add to it. Back to the Celtics here. Trailing by 7. Brown into the body of Pokusevski, and he'll get called for the travel.
Capability, but so fun to watch.
He will handle the ball. How long will the Thunder stay in playoff contention? Hit the QR code. Give us your answer. We'll let you know what you've had to say. And very much in the middle of this third quarter, which has been a profitable one for the Thunder so far. +5 as things stand. Brown to the rim. 11 turnovers now for Boston. As the rookie Jaylen Williams handles, goes to the left hand and finishes.
It's like they answer the bell, OKC, with a big-time player shot.
Brown got hung up in the air. White came back to it, and he'll finish with the easy layup.
Speechless.
Hey, Matt, that had a little Grant Hillis back in
that playoff series where he
follow-up
put back.
Yes.
I mean, that's Boston struggling, giving them life at the free throw line these last few possessions of the OKC.
Even with a 5 of 18 night, you know he's got something in store for the Thunder in the fourth quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander with Grant Williams in front of them. Inside to Pokusevski. Tough shot, couldn't finish. Kind of got caught in that mid area for a big fella. Brown, determined.
And that's what you do against a shot.
I did that on camera at the start. Pritchard. And that ends a stretch of 11 straight misses.
See this chess match between those two.
This time it's stored out on Brown. Goes to his left, spins, fires, and in. Kenrich Williams back out to Giddey. They switch Tatum out onto him. Dort's moving without the ball. Another OKC turnover. Tatum in transition, wiped away by Williams, but they'll call it a goaltend. Good recovery by Giddey. Brown will take it anyway. And Joe comes down with it. 7 minutes to go here. OKC up by 4. GA comes up short. Chance to tie or take the lead for Boston. Brown.
Been productive.
You see those numbers. It's November, but Tatum is on pace at least to have the highest single season scoring average. Boston by 3. Elbow jumper.